Hey, Rich Waterman here. I wanted to talk, this week I want to talk a bit more about sales. Last week we talked about leads. This week I want to talk about sales because when I was contemplating building a coaching business and also early on in my coaching business, equally can apply to consultants, mentors, speakers, whatever, was the thought of sales made me feel a bit icky, to be honest. And even when I had a coaching business which sort of worked, so it was on its way to six figures, I still felt somewhat uncomfortable with the concept of it. And I realized it was because I had references to forms of sales that I didn't like at all, whether it be double glazing salesman, or whether it be used car salesman or whatever. It just didn't feel congruent with who I was as a person at all. So then you feel like you've got two choices, one of which is to just accept that that's the way you've got to sell and just do it the way that someone's telling you, well, that's what you have to do. Or you tend to either consciously or unconsciously pull back from selling, which actually ultimately means you're not serving as many people. So I created a way of selling, which to me was much more aligned, much more conversational, much more consultative, and where the client gets put first. So ultimately the decision is their decision. They're potentially investing their money in you. So I wanted to make sure that they got served correctly. And that both means understanding things maybe that they haven't said to you yet, but also, just understanding how urgent their need is. If it's not particularly urgent, then you probably shouldn't be selling to them. But equally, you might be so passive and so holding back as a coach, consultant, or mentor that you don't introduce urgency into the process. And I think that's a mistake too. Anyway, so over this week, I'll be sharing more about how I sell and how I develop sales. It's certainly with the help of certain mentors I've had along the way. And then there's sort of the rich flavor on top. So look out for some more videos and posts over the week, and I'll share more about how I sell. And I think it is, from my experience with mentoring coaches, I think it's a really nice way of selling, and one that if you're really into service, you'll find very congruent with who you are as a person. Okay, bye for now.